Hello and welcome back to Heroes of the Mist here on twitch.tv/RPG Research. Audience interactive, actual play, tabletop role-playing game of Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 1st Edition in the homebrew world of Beru. You can check out the wiki for it, beru.world, and you can check out the Audience Interactive catalog if you want to try to have real-time events happen where you can make things happen to the PCs in this campaign. At mistheroes.com, go to Audience Interaction, see where you can spend your hero points. If you want more hero points, please consider donating and or becoming a Patreon supporter. So when we were taking our break, we were going to wrap up Moisha's combat. We were at the bottom of round 7. And then we're going to wrap up the bottom of round 7 with Farhad, and then we're going to start round 8. So, Moisha, what are you going to do?
Yawn.
You're bored by the death you're causing? Holy cow.
I will use my longsword to attack the guy in front of me.
Okay. Any particular way you want to attack?
He no longer has his spear, correct?
Correct. He pulled out a stone knife.
He's got a stone knife.
Yeah, for that weapon speed.
Onyx?
Just gonna slash it.
All right. Just take a big slash at him. Roll away.
20.
Nat 20?
Yep.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Roll that damage.
5.
Times 2. Do you have a strength bonus?
No.
Okay. So, let's see, that guy, you already had, okay, you only had 2 hit points left, and you just did 10. So,
Does the corpse on the guy trying to stay down?
How would you like to describe that you just did to him? This is a killing blow.
I lopped his head off.
Not quite that much of a killing blow.
Really?
Well, I lopped his head mostly off.
Okay. Nearly headless Nick effect. All right. So you hack and your sword, yank it out, and he delayed effect and then falls to the ground.
Just in time for the guy to get it behind him.
Yeah, the other guy was just getting up. Yeah. So the other guy just stood up, and then this guy fell before him, and now there's one right behind him. And this one, okay, so he's down. So he gets up. He has a club, a serrated edge club, and he just got up, saw that guy drop, and takes a swing at you. What's your current armor class? It doesn't matter. You easily sidestep him. Okay. He gets nothing but air.
Does the corpse act as any sort of difficult terrain?
It kept him from being able to charge. He's swinging over him, and he completely missed. So
you
yes,
can draw a body for it.
No, you can just leave it there. Just leave the corpse there. That's fine.
I've been doing that over here.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that way a player can stand on it.
Yeah. Well, but it's better to leave the miniatures in a combat situation, because they get in the way. They do get in the way. You got to work your way around them and such.
Oh, yeah, that's why.
Okay. Farhad, bottom of the round.
Well,
You.
at the end of the round? Is this...
We're still finishing the same round. You already acted on this round.
Oh, okay.
We hadn't finished that round that you already acted
Okay.
on, that you leapt off with your glorious leap from the... This is still that round.
Okay, and this is the...
Bottom of that same round. I skipped Moisha by accident.
Oh, okay,
So.
okay.
So there's a far enough distance between the other person attacking Moisha and Moisha that I will just start planting arrows in that person.
You gonna try to take a shot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just don't fumble.
Well, there's a significant difference between them, so I shouldn't fumble. But a 4 and a 4, so significant difference. There's
What was the D6?
in case I roll damage.
No, we don't do it that way. No. All right. Arrow narrowly whistles over your shoulder and widely misses your opponent. Yeah, you don't know where it's coming from. You look back and you saw him.
Stagger.
Arrow widely went into the woods. And meanwhile, those guys marched them. They had stopped because of the goose. The other guy ran. These on this side ran into the woods. These on this side are arguing with each other. They're pointing in different directions and arguing. And that is the end of round 7. That was quite a lot went on that round. Round 8. Karn comes. You can hear Karn galloping down quickly, River. You see Karn coming quickly down. And not right behind him, Torin, too. No weapon in hand, just holding on for dear life, bouncing the saddle, legs splaying wildly. Very painful looking, but...
On my side, so...
What's that?
It's another body on my side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but Karn is barreling down here. So it's Karn, Torin. So Farhad, what are you doing top of this round for you? You take another shot over Moisha's ear.
19.
All right, go and roll damage on that one.
6.
Nice. Okay, let's see. Where's that one? That one there. All right. You thunk an arrow right smack in the sternum. Thunk. So, Moisha, an arrow suddenly sprouts from the sternum of the one in front of you. There's the corpse of the guy that nearly had this nick between the two of you, and all of a sudden an arrow sprouts from his chest. But he's still standing, even though he's mostly just holding onto the arrow and wheezing from that in his chest. And it is your turn, Moisha. Torin, I just have you riding at this point, unless there's something else you want to do.
Nope.
Holding on for dear life.
Holding on for dear life and riding.
Yep.
I will. He's in his sternum.
Yep.
I'll go into his belly.
Okay, roll.
10.
Total? No hit bonuses or anything?
Correct.
You're a 15th level
You're
fighter,
third
right?
level, right?
Yeah.
You actually hit.
So I've been hitting with those
Just
I'm
fours.
hit.
only second level.
Oh, you're second?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then. You just missed.
Hey, what's
You just missed.
the bonus damage?
All right. So you narrowly miss him because of the body between the two of you. Your reach was off.
Okay.
And so he swings back at you with his club over the corpse. And he tries to step on the corpse, but instead trips and falls flat on his face right at your feet on top of the corpse, driving the arrow into his chest, doing an additional hit point of damage, which makes him pass out.
Yeah, that little cluster was definitely the Three Stooges there.
He rolled a 1 on that one, so...
A more gory Three Stooges, but...
yeah, all right. And River.
How close?
The guy is right, like he came at you with
Okay,
his
so
spear,
he's
so he's
right
like
at
5
me.
feet away. Yeah,
And
he could skewer you
okay,
next.
yeah. So I am going to try to hit him with jujitsu.
Oh, okay. You're gonna try to jujitsu him, huh?
Yeah.
All right, go for it. Strike, kick, throw, what?
Strike with my
Okay.
hand.
All right.
Jujitsu?
I
I'm
have
going to
2
do
per round.
jujitsu.
So that is 10.
Just a 10. What
Yeah.
level are you?
2.
To what class are you? So you're
I'm a Wu Gen.
okay. So magic user. So yeah,
This
not
is-
even close. All right, so you try to, but his spear keeps you at bay, and you're not able to get an opening to get in any kind of useful strike. But you do a few feints and such and move around, which Karn and Torin see. And you watch her move quite nimbly, trying to get past the spear, but the guy keeps him away with the spear.
It is difficult to have a fist fight with someone with a spear.
It is, and he then tries to skewer you.
It works.
Yeah, no, you
Oh,
can.
yeah.
You could just grab the
I
spear
love
shaft.
this with
Oh,
my
yeah,
friends.
totally.
Grabbing their
Yeah.
weapon is really effective.
What is your current armor class?
7.
7.
I think you have a strange definition for the word friend if they're brandishing spears at you.
They're
Sparring and training and fun.
weapons.
Yeah.
He hits you. 3 hit points of damage. Kind of slashes across your shoulder there, your left shoulder. And you're disturbed to see that the stone-tipped spear looks quite nasty, like gunky with goo. and it burns as it slashes your shoulder.
Feces.
Oh, he's cheating. Using your own tactics.
Well, he is kind of like a monkey. Ooh, ow.
Karn isn't close enough to strike this round. Next round he'll be able to, but he's very close. Do talk.
Okay.
You see, they're debating what to do, and they're pointing at you. It looks like they're mustering up the courage to charge you.
So what I've just experienced is I was making a goose.
Yep. And the other guy, the skinny guy, ran past you running after their
Yeah,
horses.
and that
Yeah.
guy charged the goose,
Yep.
tripped and fell in front
Yep.
of me.
Yep.
I
Threw a
looked at him.
tantrum on the ground.
I stepped to the side and
Yep. Well, you got out of the way of Karn. As well.
and then I got out of the way of
Yeah,
Karn. And,
right. And then he went running after them, slavering hungrily, like
And I'm
looking at the horses with hunger. Yeah, think the Tasmanian devil and hunger.
and so I turn back and see these guys arguing.
Yes, but they're pointing at you.
Yes.
Yes.
I am aware of this,
Yes.
and I am going to spray them. Color spray.
Okay. You better specify. All right. Yeah. All right. So color spray. What's the range on that?
Range is 1 inch per level.
And you are third.
Second.
Oh, you're on second. I thought you
Yeah,
were
yeah.
third level. We need to do XP here soon.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Maybe at the end of this session.
You can't
Or
spend it
battle.
till it's someplace safe.
What's that?
You can't spend it till it's someplace safe.
That's true. That's true. One. Okay,
All the
so
party members now here.
10 feet per level.
Area of effect, half inch by 2 inch by 2 inch wedge.
Okay. Okay. And you are about 30 feet from them, so you're going to need to get closer. You're going to go 10 feet closer to affect them.
Okay.
So you're going to walk about 10 feet towards
Yep.
them. All right. You walk about 10 feet up. Just kind of walk up and go. All right. Read the effects on that. It's been a while
Upon
since you
casting
did
the
it.
spell, the illusionist causes a vivid fan-shaped spray of clashing colors to spring forth from his or her hand. From 1 to 6 creatures within the area of effect can be affected. The spellcaster is able to affect 1 level or hit die of creatures for each of his or her levels of experience.
Okay. So you can affect up to 2.
Affected creatures are struck unconscious for 2 to 8 rounds. If their level is less than or equal to that of the spellcaster, so 2 or 1 in this case, they are blinded for 1 to 4 rounds. If their level or number of hit dice is 1 or 2 greater than the illusionist,
We don't need to worry about that.
okay,
All right.
and they are stunned. For 2
So
to 8
one
seconds.
drops to the ground and the other one is looking around like it's been blinded. The 2 in the front.
Okay.
So the one in red there, go ahead and knock him down to the ground. And then that one's stumbling around blindly. The other 2 charge you. You help them make their decision.
Okay.
They charge and attack. What is your current armor class?
And how far can they get ahead? They can make it all the way to them?
No problem, yeah.
Okay.
8.
Only 20 feet away.
Don't they burn twice as much foot space to get past their comrades?
Yeah, because you said the 2 in the front.
Yeah, so that would be
A
5,
blind
10,
one and a one fell down.
15, 20. They would actually stop just short of them. So like, boop, boop.
Well, they can do 30 without running.
Oh, do 30 without running?
Yeah,
Oh, so,
that's just their fast walk.
oh, okay.
I thought they were only 20 feet away.
Oh, his range.
He closed in within
Okay,
20 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I missed that part. I thought.
Okay. Yeah, no, he moved in 10 feet closer.
So I thought they could only do 30.
Yep.
He's just
Yep.
out of it.
All right. So armor class is what?
8.
Okay.
I was hoping to, like, inspire primitive fear.
Yes. Fight or flight. They
Yeah.
chose fight. First one on. If you're facing him, the one on your right hit you. That one hits you with a club. And the one on the left hits you with his knife.
Okay.
Club. Ooh, ouch. Hits you hard in the side for 6 hit points.
Okay.
Whack! You have any hits left?
Yes.
Okay.
And is your left rib to meet your right rib?
You feel your right side just crunching. And then on your left side, as the guy goes to stab you, he cuts you for 1 hit point on your left arm. And so you have 1 round before you pass out. You can do very simple, non-physically exerting tasks like quaff a potion or call for help. Or, pad your fall to the ground. Just lay yourself down gently. Nothing that's great exertion. Normally you're out, but we house ruled, remember, early on that at 0 you have very limited things that you can still do, like hurry and take a potion.
Well,
or something.
I do have my last little vial of heal from the Mordridians.
You do indeed.
Can I
Is
do
it
that now,
handy or is
that
it in
next
your
round?
pack?
Well, I kept those things. I was like very eager to have that, and I'm terrified, so I would have kept it handy.
Okay. So you're going to try to fumble for that?
Yeah.
All right, roll a dex check to see if you do it before you black out.
Okay. 4 under a dex of 16.
All right. Just as you're starting to black out, you're kind of down on your knees. You're graying out. You find it, you get the stopper, you quaff it down, and you kind of fall to the ground. But next round you'll revive, and that's like full heal, right? You just used a full heal on yourself?
I have no idea what the stats are.
I think
I've
that
only
was a
used
full
this
heal.
once,
Yeah, those are a full heal.
And the guy was healing fast and then ran away.
Yeah,
so
that's a full
all I
heal.
know.
But so next round you'll fully heal
We'll
up.
heal a 7.
So I can take 1 more round.
That's right. You can get hit again. All right. River, we already resolved you, right?
I
This
still have
round.
1 more attack.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
12.
And this is another Jiu-Jitsu
Yes.
attack. Okay. And that just hits. You get under the spear,
Yes.
kind of knock it to the side, come back, elbow him in the gut.
This is.
Oof.
I get to decide.
Okay, you
It's a
go
pain
ahead. All right,
touch.
go ahead.
It's a pain touch.
Oh,
So
okay.
He, for 1 to 3 rounds, they have a -2 for their chance to hit
Nice.
and a +2 of chance of being hit.
Okay. So gives you a +2 to hit them, and
They
then a
don't take
-2 to
any
hit you.
damage.
Oh, no damage because of that.
There's
Okay.
no damage because of that.
Okay.
But it feels like they're off.
Okay. All right. He calls out, "Roar!" as you do. Bling! Xena pressure point there. Okay.
Poor thing, she's just trying to poke at it.
That's what it looks like. But you see him like grab himself in pain from that little touch, and he bellows in rage. All right.
Maybe she poisoned her hands too.
Again.
Is this you guys just got here this round, right? So next round you guys can actually do something, right?
Yeah, probably.
So bottom of the round.
He's still alive.
Well, he's unscathed. Yeah, other than he fell down, he's
Is
unscathed.
he the one I shot in the chest?
No, that one already went down.
Yeah.
This is the one that popped up behind him.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, no, that's the one shot in the chest.
Oh,
It
never
doesn't
mind.
tell.
Never mind.
I-
Oh my goodness.
it was a
All right.
standing
Yeah. You're right. No, never mind. Okay.
They just bum rushed the little one.
So never mind. You got nothing. You have nothing to shoot really at this
Well,
point.
it might be in range of.
Oh
the
yeah,
2
yeah.
guys
No, that's right. Yeah,
that
you
just-
could shoot. You could shoot. You saw them take down Talk.
Well, that can't. So Top needs to be lying down, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, talking.
Yep.
All right.
Except I'm actually kind of on my knees, but I'm still down.
I mean, it's basically prone.
I managed to catch myself with the healing spell before collapsing. But from a distance,
Arrow.
At
The closest one.
okay. So if you're looking at him, the one on your right or your left?
that'd be
My
the club
left.
guy.
Okay, one on the left. All right, go for it.
10.
From behind, doesn't know you're there.
And
As
he's
a
got dex bonuses.
Fighter. Yep. Add your dex bonus.
Which is +4.
No, not to hit.
Dexterity 18?
That's -4 to your. I think is it? I think it's +2 to hit. Is it +4 to hit? I can't remember now.
Dexterity.
Suddenly blanking on it.
18.
To hit adjustment.
Reaction
Missile.
attacking adjustment +3.
Missile adjustment. Should be under Dex.
Adjustment.
It should say on the same.
Did Farhad move, or is he still?
No, he's still standing in the same place.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll move forward after he fires the arrow into this guy's back.
Right.
I have right. He's right now. He can only do one thing at a time. I think.
Yes.
He,
No,
he,
I just was
he,
curious.
he only
if
has
we
his.
had forgotten
He only has
to move
enough
him.
cognitive function to walk or chew bubble gum.
Oh,
not
maybe
both.
that's not.
So he either they're
I could've
shooting or
sworn.
walking.
There's missile
You
adjustment.
get a missile
on,
adjustment. Yeah.
But where's the missile adjustment?
Oh, attacking adjustment. Reaction/attacking adjustment. That's your penalty. And you have an 18?
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's +3.
+3. That's
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
So
yeah.
13.
Okay. So with that from behind, he hits. Roll damage.
Do I get to roll it twice, or do you just double it?
What do you mean?
By no stick attack damage. Okay, 3.
Okay.
And
3
then
total?
3 total.
Okay.
3 on the die.
Yep. Okay.
I don't get a strength bonus because
Yep.
it's a bow, and you
Okay.
haven't given him a special bow yet.
Yep. Okay. So you thunk him in the buttocks. He yelps in pain in the left cheek. And that was the bottom of round 8. We are now into round 9, Farhad. It's top of the round for you.
Do I have time to move a little bit closer?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so
How far?
How
do you move?
much do you want to move?
about 15.
Okay.
12. Since the last one hit, I'm assuming the second one hits.
Yep. No secret modifiers.
Yeah. And only one, so I grazed the cheek.
Yeah. You graze the other cheek.
Oh! This is rude!
All right.
You should have turned it.
And turn the other cheek.
I
Yeah.
think he did. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
He was turning and got nipped in the other one. Okay, so now it is Karn's turn. Yes. He picks the one because she's too close to the one that she's fighting. So he picks the one on the left that was charging across the road towards her and Dranera. And he lowers his lance, his quite bloody and slightly cracked lance, at this guy. Let's see how he does. Oh, he misses. He actually misses. The guy drops low and the lance goes riding on over. And he charges straight at the drummer and lets his horse attack the drummer. Hit, bite. So kick, bite on the drummer and basically tramples the drummer completely.
And I was enjoying the musical accompaniment.
So drummer is trampled to death as he rides and wheels around from behind. He's about 50 feet behind them by the time he gets turned around. What do you do?
I actually guide the horse towards River and
Okay.
try and stop it. So he's basically with the horse within attacking range of River and the
guy with the spear.
The guy with the spear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So stop the horse right at the guy with the spear.
Pretty
Behind
much.
River.
Oh no, to the side.
To the side, to the right side between Genera and River, basically.
So I don't trample River. But,
Understood.
Yeah.
Do you have riding skill?
No.
Roll your wisdom.
Okay.
All he has going for him is that animals like
And
him.
it's at a penalty. It's not your straight
Okay.
wisdom.
And,
So.
and he knows the
Yes.
commands.
Roll this one.
Yes.
Remember that rolls low.
Oh yeah.
Get that nat 1.
Gamers aren't superstitious.
One.
Nope, not superstitious at all.
Sometimes the
Describe
placebo
what you
effect
do as you wheel in with absolute control, like
So
a master
I wheel
horseman.
in and pull way too hard and let go, so the horse basically like rears and bucks and like rodeo.
Guy with the spear leans back as the horse rears up.
Yeah, and pretty much.
This is a war horse, right?
Yes.
Okay. If you had any sense, you could have just charged in and trampled him.
Yeah, but I don't.
Right. Well played for your character. Bonus XP. Okay. All right.
And so pretty much I'm there like rearing. I've effectively
All right.
flanked him.
His attention totally changes to this guy on the war horse and stuff. Seems to have completely forgotten about you, opening himself wide to you.
That is fine.
Yes. Go ahead and attack. Both attacks if you would like.
Okay. 18.
To hit.
And then you said both, yeah. So the other one's 15.
All right. That's a hit. So resolve the results of the first one.
5.
Okay.
I can't see
And
River.
3.
Where is River?
All right.
We're
So
off
Off
the
the
map.
map.
give him a 1-2, and you're
Yeah,
going to knock
they
him
never got
out.
on
So
the
go
map.
ahead and describe how you want to knock him out. Your first one hit hard, and the second one not so strong. Yeah.
I punched him in the throat.
Okay.
It's
Drops to
like-
his knees.
Goes right into like his cheek.
Okay, and he knocks him to the side and falls like a sack to the ground. Okay, he's still totally alive, but completely unconscious.
I pushed the helmet off the
Okay, yeah, the side, the helmet was this way.
Oh!
The horns were pointing that
Mark me
way.
on!
Leon the professional.
Yes. As long as there's not a little girl involved in
Joy
this, we're
of Jean
okay.
Reno.
All right,
No, just a little gnome.
Oh, no,
Moisha.
we already left her at village.
I am going to use my longsword to stab the guy who's laying down but not dead.
Okay. So to finish him off, you don't need to roll.
Oh, okay.
He's not. It's a coup de grace. You're finishing him
Roll
off.
the one and stab yourself in the foot.
Okay, roll.
You're 17!
Okay, good. As long as you didn't roll a 1. Because then we can have a Fastidious the Bard stabbing himself trying to backstab the book on the platform, right? It was unprecedented. All right. So you finished that one off and talk. You are lying down, but you come to. The fellow with the club is pulling at his buttocks and is turned around, is looking north up the road, and you see an arrow sticking out of his left butt cheek. He is not happy about and is growling back at the guy who shot him, and is has his back to you at the moment. And then meanwhile, the other guy has climbed above you with his knife and is getting ready to spear you, but you get to go first.
I'm going to cast haze around me
And
then
you're
crawl
fully
away.
healed. You can cast haze, which makes you harder to hit.
The area of effect becomes cloudy, which is 1 inch cube. Becomes cloudy as if layered by smoke or filled with floating dust.
Right.
Any creature attempting to discharge missiles or cast spells, which he's just trying to do a regular attack. So that doesn't really count. Hiding in shadows is 5% more effective. The haste
5%.
effect lasts but a single round.
So what does it do? Does it change your armor class or anything?
Not really. It affects if he was
Missile
doing
or magic.
missile attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
But
Alright.
basically,
This is what you cast out of panic, like phase, try to crawl away.
well, yeah. Basically,
Okay.
I'm making a distraction and
Yes.
hopefully a smoke screen so that I can crawl a little bit further out of the
All
way.
right. Is there any save or anything?
No,
Okay.
it's just there.
All right. So you do that. He's already in attack mode, so you're scoot away about 5 feet on, backing away from him as he lunges at you, leering at you with his big canines, yellow teeth, with the dagger. Seems to be just enough though, and he plunges the knife right between your legs, right in the ground, right between your legs as you're backing away from him. Yes, very close call. And he pulls the knife back and is angry and growls at you and lunges at you again. As you're scooting towards the trees. What's your bottom of the round?
Herschel.
Oh, Herschel.
Herschel.
Yes, Herschel.
Top of the Herschel.
He can go after the guy that Karn missed. Go ahead and roll for Herschel there, Katie.
9.
That's a miss. He
He-
goes charging up to the one, and
Oh,
the guy kind of turns, and Herschel leaps for his arm, but just misses. And the guy decides at this point to run into the trees after narrowly dodging a warhorse with a lance and a good fighting dog, and all these other people arriving. He is running into the trees. The others are still just standing there, kind of as Janera continues to chant. And of course, the drummer is dead. And Karn has wheeled around. And you already knocked that one unconscious. And
By the word of the destroyed.
let's see.
The drummer may be dead, but his
Janera
music
says,
lives on.
"Wait, Karn, wait!" Because he's getting ready to charge from behind. Some of these are just standing there. And you hear her give out some sort of different command, different than what she was doing before. And you see them look at each other. And it sounded like something like, be gone or something along those lines, but you couldn't quite make it out. And they kind of look at each other and kind of shamble off into the trees to the east. And Karn is like, the horse is like wanting to charge, all riled up and energy to go. Torrin, do you do anything as you see them just turn and shamble into the trees?
calm down, Leon.
Okay.
Does one of them have my daggers in them?
In his thigh. No, that one is still in pain. That one is not shambling. That one is down on the ground, bleeding out of his leg.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to go take care of that one?
Yes.
All right, we'll do that next
Yeah,
round.
I was
But
just trying to make
all right.
sure no
You
one
should
was
be
like,
walking
yeah,
away
you better
before
run.
this-
Yeah.
triggering him.
round 10. Farhad.
Yeah, you're still down on the ground, or at least not likely to get hit.
He's like, he's crab walking away from this guy trying to stab him.
The further south one and me would have been probably shuffled.
Yeah, you're going east. Yeah.
Wouldn't he get one
Shuffle
more
to the
shot before
side.
the start of this next round? We're at the bottom of the round, right? Or was you talking
I
off the
think he
next
took
round?
his two.
No, he took because he's taking him back. He's
I kind of got these were kind of bonus things that I just did
Okay.
here. It was already the bottom of the round, but
okay.
it was
So
a
can
little
you
bonus
scoot
there.
me and the further south guy one box?
Ben
that
Dennis
way?
is on
Yeah.
camera.
Okay,
All right.
so if you miss, you do run the risk of hitting him.
Okay, so I will not miss.
Okay.
6 plus 4. No, 3.
9.
9. And third level fighter.
I think it's really a 50-50 chance between Talk, who is very small.
Because he's flanked and you just hit him.
Yay!
Just hit him.
So I graze him for 22
Yeah.
points. I'm not going after that guy. 5.
Okay.
You graze him for 5 points. Nearly maximum
You
damage.
stick an arrow in his left shoulder. It thunks in deeply, pinning his shoulder to his rib cage. So he stands up. He's been trying to get to you, but now he just stands up in pain and drops the knife and grabs the arrow at his shoulder, turns and runs past you into the trees. Do you want to do anything as he runs past you? He's like feet away from you.
I'm gonna roll out of the way. I'm gonna
Okay. I didn't know if you want to trip him or anything.
And the other guy is who got shot twice in the buttocks. He's still there, right?
He was turning to run into the trees, but he is still a target, yes.
Okay, so
He's having a little trouble running right now.
Okay,
So he's kind of drag hopping, trying to get to the trees.
I wasn't sure if buttocks was going to recover and be.
Of course, you have to do it with the.
buttocks.
Yeah, got shot in the
Got
buttocks.
shot in the buttocks.
Do you want to do anything to him?
No, I just
Okay.
If he's not a
He's still in the middle of the road, trying to make it to the east side of the road.
if neither
but
of them
having
is a
trouble.
threat, then
Yeah.
I'm just going to
Stand up, dust yourself off.
stand up and get a dagger out just in case.
Okay.
But
Okay. All right. And Moisha.
I will remove my sword from my most recent victim wipe it off
Opponent, not
On-
victim. You're not an assassin or murderer.
on his
Slayer of cave dwellers.
furs,
Okay.
and I'll head forward. I see
South?
a guy. Yeah, south.
Okay.
I see a guy on the right
Oh yeah,
side of the
he used
road.
to be a dazzled.
One guy passed out.
What,
and
that
one
one,
guy
yeah, the red one was
blind.
completely unconscious
completely?
for several rounds.
Okay.
The other one is staggering around blind. How long does that last? 2 to 4 as well, or 4 to 8 as well?
Let me see.
I forgot to roll for how long.
So I thought like last time he was only like 1 or 2
Blinded for
rounds.
1 to 4 rounds.
Okay, 1 to 4. Okay, he's still blinded.
I will go towards him.
Okay, he's
Unconscious for 2
gonna
to
march
8
towards
and
him, run
blinded
towards
for 1 to
him,
4.
stealth towards him.
I'll if I can. Yeah, I would run towards him.
All right.
And
Do you give
try
out a
and-
battle yell or try to run up quietly? All right. He turns that direction blind as you come running up to him. Roll away.
Alright, this guy here. What is happening to him? What
He's
butt cheeks?
dancing.
That's the buttocks one.
Yeah.
He's buttocks.
He's
and
trying to make it to the east.
Okay.
He'd be at the edge of the road right now, but
Yeah,
not to the
and I
trees.
should be standing up by now.
Mm-hmm. All right. You rolled a 5.
Yes.
You missed the blind guy. In your exuberant yell, your sword comes and hits the ground between his feet.
You
And you hit the
yelled and
ground.
startled him, and he's
Yeah,
like,
and he leapt back. Yeah, and you just hit the ground between his feet. And he heard it and looks down to the sound. And you're looking down and looking up at him, and you completely missed him. You missed the blind.
That's when you yell as you strike, not as you.
He's learning. He's a tailor. He's learning these things. All right.
Need a solo player.
River?
I'm gonna take my. There's a guy screaming out in pain.
Yes. Yeah, you run up to him. So you're up to him now.
To him.
He's on the ground trying to pull the knife out. It's deep in. He's like trying to pull it out.
Pull the knife out and then come back down.
So you're going to run up and grab the knife? Dex check to grab it.
Give me my toys back.
Just take it and go, here, stab!
Like,
No, 15. My dex is 14.
So you try. Instead, you just get his hand, his bloody hand, and you both pull it out. But he holds your knife now.
Don't try to help him. Just get away from him.
But he's like, Shaw! And it hit an artery, so big spray.
So actually, that
That has an effect.
But, like, pull it out and then be like, actually that starts the swelling. Put it back in.
But that's your attack, though, because that took all your effort to do that, and you didn't succeed. Torin,
I'll get the horses. So
you gonna leap off your horse?
yeah.
Okay.
I tell him to stay.
Okay.
I go over there and I start.
So as you leap off your horse, somebody comes barreling into you, running up to you and knocks into you. Roll your dex.
Oh, it's the hungry guy.
It's the hungry guy.
It's Mad Jerry. He finally caught up.
I had not forgotten about it.
14 of 13.
Okay.
Think everybody
He
else
knocks you sprawling to the ground and tries to climb up on your horse.
Oh no!
And bites into the right front haunch with his teeth. Like climbs up on one stirrup, grabs on the saddle here, leg on the left stirrup, and goes and bites into the right front forequarter
picked the
of
wrong
the horse. The horse rears up in pain and anger. He holds on. He holds on as it raises up and starts trying to buck him off. We'll see how he does next round on that.
Yeah.
But he held on the first round.
It is a war horse.
The guy was mad with
there's your horse.
hunger.
Put your horse up. He's rearing up there.
Head.
Where's Leon?
And he did. He took a bite out of his. He pulls away. He pulls away a chunk of flesh in his mouth. Just chomped right into him and tore it off his right front forequarter there.
I'm surprised he caught up with us that fast.
It's several rounds.
Several rounds?
Several rounds.
yeah,
Yeah, that was
he's been
several
playing
rounds
forever.
ago. This is round
Wait.
10.
Yeah, but we've been.
It's been about 4 rounds.
We've
5
been
rounds.
charging with our
Yeah.
horses the entire
You got
time.
there. Yeah,
It wasn't that far away.
you guys stopped. You guys also stopped. They've been stopped for about 2 rounds. Anyway, so So Torn, you got knocked flat. River, you pulled the knife out. Do you continue holding onto the knife in his bloody hand, or do you let go when you did that?
Do I see any of my other knives close? Or?
Not close, no.
I'm holding on.
Okay.
For now.
And Moisha, you missed the blind guy. Talk. Buttocks guy is trying to get past you to the woods, and the other guy's made it to the woods.
So I'm just gonna casually walk over to see if Moisha needs help.
Okay, so you walk over towards the blind guy. Okay, I'm going to put him over here, blind guy. And Farhad.
Anybody is Moisha the only one who's actively in combat right now?
Near us.
In this.
You've got two different groups going here.
Right,
But
well,
where
I'm
you are,
looking,
yes,
utilize-
Moisha's the only one. There's a blind person that Moisha just missed.
Okay.
But Moisha is kind of between you and that target.
I am
But from
running
that-
up there.
Okay, go ahead
From
and
that
run.
distance, he wouldn't
No, I can
probably
get
be able
30.
to tell that he was blind.
What? I'm just using it as tracking.
Oh no, I know.
Okay.
Just
You can only move 30?
He can do
correct?
60.
Okay.
No, he can do 60. The
Alright,
others,
he
they're
can
just
do that.
slow. The Neanderthals are slow in this. Okay.
Okay.
So my entire round to get up to him.
Yep.
Rapier drawn.
Okay, so you're going to change weapons while you're running?
Yes.
Okay, and then we'll leave you there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And to round 10, round 11. Farhad. Roll to skewer the blind guy.
1.
That was a 20. Honest.
And you noticed as you were lunging at him, his eyes were clearing. So he just started to see as you went.
Last sight was that going into him.
Would you roll?
15.
15, roll damage.
Wait a minute. What's a rapier do?
D6.
Yeah, good enough.
Let's see.
All weapons do a d6.
Right?
That was basic.
I believe it's 3d4.
Yeah, I think it's a D6. It's just a short sword, so it's D6.
Okay, so rapier is just a short sword.
I double check, but Unearthed Arcana I think is
I
right.
was looking on Earth and
It wasn't there?
And all I found was.
But I think it's just a D6 finesse type.
right here.
Yeah.
And I got it marked.
Yeah.
But I didn't find the word rapier. QR Ransur.
Yeah,
No.
it's short sword.
Okay, so short sword.
D6.
Okay, so D6.
Yep.
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
But I
So-
can add my strength, which is a 16.
That's plus 2, plus 3.
Okay. So you did 6.
6.
All right. So you skewer him through the belly, out his back, pull it back. He's still standing, but he's swaying. He grabs his belly in pain. He's just coming out of the blindness. He did not have a weapon in hand, but he immediately reaches for you with his hands to try to grab you.
Okay.
Do you wanna-
Clarification,
Yes.
Damage adjustment for 16 strength is plus 1.
Okay. So 5. Okay. So he's a little bit better than that. He didn't go out the back.
I got caught on the
Yeah,
spine.
but you pulled it out, and he goes in to grab you. Do you stick around or try to jump back?
I jumped back so he couldn't grab me.
All right, you're
Why?
nimble enough that you're able to step back, so he gets air. But he, if you'd stuck around, he would have had you.
Now he's nimble. It's been a minute. It's been probably a full minute since.
All right.
I got both shoulders broken.
Yeah. Well, not broken, but definitely
feels like
hurting.
it.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
had time to recover a little bit.
Moisha. Blind guy is no longer blind. Farhad just skewered him, but he's still standing. He just tried to grab Farhad. You're standing right there to his right.
I'm gonna slash at him.
All right, take a swing with your sword.
8.
Wow. Somehow, your sword goes whistling over his head in your exuberance and completely misses him.
Okay.
And he seems oblivious to you at this point, as fixated on him, because that's the one who just skewered him. And talk.
I'm gonna walk up and dagger him from behind.
All right, from behind, he's not aware of you. Go ahead.
14.
And your magic user,
Level 2.
You hit. You
Okay.
hit.
So that's 1d4.
Comes
Yep.
up behind him.
Yeah, it won't make a difference on your level till 5th level to hit, by the way. 4? All right, that's enough to drop him. So you stick the knife where?
Probably just his lower back near his spine.
Okay.
Kidney.
Hobbit assassin, gnome assassin, falls to the ground. All right, and
Well done, fellow.
Torin,
That's for not being
you're knocked sprawling by this crazy lunatic.
Yeah.
That's for not being
Being
impressed
bucked
by my
around
magic.
by your horse. Yeah, that'll teach him.
Yep. I pick myself up and
'Kay.
push my helmet off my face again.
Okay.
lay down! Start fumbling, pulling my sword out.
All right, so you're trying to pull you're getting your sword out.
Yes.
Okay. The horse is in full buck mode,
Yeah.
so it is furiously trying to get him off of there. And
Does he make another-
Karn is not sure what to do at this point. He's kind of watching, not sure what to do. He's watching this guy who took a chunk out of your war horse, holding on one stirrup and holding on to the saddle, chunk of horse flesh here, and is, not sure what to do at this point. There's not a whole lot he
This
can
is kind
do.
of a giant goose effect.
Yeah, yeah. He's kind of stunned by what he's seeing.
You're
Ripper,
simultaneously scared and confused by what's going on.
you're still holding on to that bloody hands. Both his hands are holding that knife, and you got your hands on top of his hands.
Shove it
I'm
back.
gonna
Sorry.
no. I'm gonna just push myself away from him.
Okay,
And then go after my other two
okay.
daggers.
Easily enough done.
Yeah.
You grab him, no problem.
Do I still have time to
He turns around your dagger, defensively towards you.
Uh-oh.
And you've got your weapons drawn, and he does lunge at you awkwardly. He's kind of half on the ground, so it's at a penalty, but he does lunge at you.
Okay.
And completely misses. It was a feeble attempt, desperate attempt, as he's bleeding profusely out of his left leg. And you can see his face getting ashen very quickly, and his wound looks really nasty. And Torin, you still have time to do something if you want to
Yeah.
try. If you want to try to
how?
hit that guy or something.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to
Just
take
hope
a
you
swing.
don't miss
but-
and take a chunk out of your horse.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Is can I reach up and grab a hold?
You could try, yeah. You do
Yeah.
a dex check on that.
Yep, this is going terribly, but here we go.
And then we'll have to do a strength check to see if you can pull him
Oh
off.
God, that's even worse.
Yes.
6, 13
All right,
dex.
you grab onto him. Bucking around, you time it, you wait, and you grab. Now pull!
Ah!
And you are lifted up into the air as your horse is bucking around. You're holding on to this guy, holding on to your horse. Let's see if he holds on as your horse does a really mighty leap up into the air. The full
Yeah.
arc backward. The horse is jumping backward and raising up on its hind legs.
Yeah.
High up.
I'm 145 pounds. So
Yeah.
sure.
So horse leaps backward, up on its hind legs, full, and is almost about to go over. The momentum, he can't hold on. He's launched through the air. You're holding on to him. And you go flying towards the trees. And about 15 feet away, come crashing down into the undergrowth. Take 2 hit points of damage as you come landing.
Okay.
It only hurts till you lose consciousness. Which is hopefully soon.
Your horse manages not to fall all the way on its back, but barely.
Okay.
That was a close one. But so you're both sprawling in the foliage there. And next round you'll be able to do
All
something.
right then.
Did I miss anybody? Bottom of the round for you. Well, you weren't using missile weapon anymore, so you don't have that anymore. Okay. I got everybody right. Talk. You stabbed the guy in the back. Okay. That's the end of round 11. Round 12.
Dead or gone from our
All right.
combat.
So
Farhad.
Looking for another target.
Okay.
actually,
Who's-
he's probably made it by now.
Yeah, Buttocks is in the trees, limping away.
I'm not worried about the
Dead
guy
and
who's
gone.
running away.
You
Okay.
can still hear him go.
There's the guy unconscious there who's starting to stir.
Good draw.
All right, not even a chance. Just take him out. All right, you don't even just roll as long as you don't roll a 1.
22!
Okay, you finish him off. Well, you guys did a lot of high body count tonight.
She worth 12, 13 experience points.
Yeah. All right, Moisha.
Is there anyone left who needs taking out?
You see commotion down south near Karn and Dranera and River.
But we're all
and
safe here.
Here, everybody seems to be
Then
taken
I'm gonna
out.
hightail it.
Okay,
to
do you
the
go
other group.
grab your horse? Or
Yes.
Okay, grab your horse and then, okay. And, talk?
I'm gonna run back to my horse.
Okay, your pony?
Actually, I'm gonna say, Farhad, are you all right?
Ow. Yeah, I'll be fine.
All right. And then I'm gonna run back to my pony.
Okay. You've got to kind of chase your pony around a little bit. Do you have animal handling?
No.
Okay. Roll a
I have boating.
roll a d20 roll a d20 on your wisdom.
Yes, it will be useful someday.
Roll a d20 on your wisdom.
You're campaign. Oh god, I have voted. Yay! The party will save that.
I tied it.
You okay? Then that's
At
not
12.
good because you would need proficiency for that.
Does it for-
All right, you're gonna have to spend 7 rounds getting your pony because it's so skittish with all the blood and everything else going on. It's a bit panicked.
No, pony,
not
pony,
trained for
no,
this, yeah.
no, pony.
Yeah, so you're chasing your pony around for like 7 rounds. Herschel is going to go attack the one that got launched into the woods next to you. Go ahead and roll. Hopefully he can get a prone subject this time.
9.
He's got your luck. The guy rolls away just as Herschel comes barreling in, and Herschel kind of backs off, hesitates at the last minute. The guy gets in a crouch and pulls out a small stone knife. He's still chewing on the piece of horse flesh that he got off of your horse. As you come up, do you stand up or what?
Oh, I get up swinging.
Okay, so roll a dex check just to see if you have any trouble getting up in the undergrowth and such.
8, 13.
Great, no problem. So you have no trouble getting up, and you go right at him. He's only
Yeah.
5 feet away from you.
Okay, and so I have a -3 with all my enchantments and everything. So let's keep that in mind.
Yep.
As I screen out
And you're what class are you technically? A thief
I'm a thief.
class?
Level
Yeah.
th-
Okay.
level
Go
3
ahead.
thief.
All right. Roll.
And I am just pretty much cussing a blue streak
Yep.
of, you
Yeah.
feel the
As he's
hurricane,
chewing
yeah.
your
Yes.
horse flesh in front of you.
Yes. Oh, yes. So,
Yeah.
come on, nat 20.
Big old gobbet of horse flesh.
No.
What'd you get?
After the -1, I rolled a 4.
But not a natural one.
No, so it's just.
All right, so
whack, whack,
your
whack.
sword gets caught on branches, and you try to swing at him. You just keep hitting branches as he crouches with his knife, watching the dog more than you. Because you're just hacking the trees all around him, not really doing anything to him.
He hates
You keep trying. You just keep hitting a branch and hitting a branch. It's an impressive anger. It feels good to hack at these branches, but a little frustrating you're not hitting him. There always these trees keep getting in the way.
Meanwhile, I'm complaining and grumbling that I'm the only one having trouble with my horse.
Yes, yes.
With my mount.
River.
Everybody else is
Oh, so my deck is out, yeah.
What's that?
I picked up the 2 daggers.
Yep.
Okay, so
Yep.
I'm gonna throw them at the one guy that's...
All right.
probably a mercy killing at this point.
Yeah.
So that's 11.
Okay. You miss. First one thunks on the ground next to him, within reach of him.
Alright.
And the next one?
Next one.
Yeah, might as well.
12.
Still not quite enough, and he tries to lunge at you with your own dagger. Again, in a pitiful, he can't stand up fully, and he misses. It's sad to watch. It's pretty pitiful. It's a desperate effort, and he bleeds some more. And then he lunges at you and passes out from the bleeding, prone, like almost handed you the dagger as he passes out bleeding.
You.
Okay. Karn is watching as you destroy the undergrowth, trying to get to this crouching guy who's going chewing right in front of you. Moisha, you get your horse, and so you're climbing onto your horse.
I did
Doc,
that
you're still
last
chasing
round.
yours. What's that?
I did that last round.
Yeah, you're on your horse, getting going now.
Okay.
You don't automatically. You don't have horsemanship or animal handling.
And
Or do you have animal handling?
No.
Okay. So now you're moving on your horse,
Okay.
but yeah.
It's not easy. It's not the easiest thing for a dwarf to get on a horse.
No. So, but you're getting going.
Okay.
Farhad,
No
bottom
enemy,
of the round, but
any
not
combatants?
Really. Not really. Nope.
You need to find
Just the guy
Kevin.
he's facing.
Yes.
That's clear down. Yeah, that's about 200 feet to the south.
That is Torrance first combat.
250
Roll
feet.
combat.
I'm
Yeah.
afraid to fire an arrow because I'll miss and take out Torin.
Yeah, you can't even see him in the trees from
Okay,
here.
so-
So.
I'm gathering my arrows back up.
All right,
I
there you
fired
go.
8,
Gathering up
so-
your arrows. All right, roll percentile. It's 50% chance. If you roll 50 or lower, you found them. If you roll above 50, you lost that one. Just go through each one.
Okay.
Torn, you can, or Adam, you can watch his rolls.
Okay.
All right, round 13. Moisha, you're starting to get your horse going here now. River, you got your stuff back. So really, the only battle left is Torin versus the trees. I mean, the final round.
The guy at my feet, he's dead,
5.
right?
He's unconscious, bleeding out. He is not
no,
dead.
I would finish him off.
All right, you'll finish him
He's
off.
dying. He's
All
been
right.
poisoned.
How do you finish him off
I
without
just-
getting too graphic?
Just
But,
stab him.
okay, from behind, just
Yeah.
back of the
Oh,
neck. Okay.
Kick that guy toward me.
Just euthanize him like a lobster, right?
Yeah.
And
Four
then
out of 6.
Oh,
I would go over
you
to
want
try
to
to help
want
Torin.
to do
4
it
out of
the
7.
right
Okay, then you're gonna go over to
Yeah,
Torin.
yeah.
Okay.
4 out of 8. So 50%.
That'll be next round.
Yeah.
Yeah, you, well, just
Okay.
fear escaping.
Torin. Ah!
Put a little
You vicious teenager,
knife
you.
down right on the back of
19.
your neck.
19.
That's
Yes.
how you do it.
Okay, roll damage.
Okay.
So that is going
That
to
actually
be,
hit him.
Humane.
So it's a +1 sword, so that means I'll add a +1 to whatever die roll I make. And I
Uh-huh.
no longer have a minus to strength.
Is this the first time you ever hit somebody in combat?
Yes.
It's gonna feel weird.
2.
As scrawny as this guy is, he looks like he's actually pretty darn strong, scrawny guy.
Yeah.
So
He's
you
way
barely scratch him. And he lunges at you with the knife. Still staying kind of low,
Yeah.
looking all around him, and lunges at you with his
Does
knife.
Herschel get another attack off?
He will in a
Okay.
moment. And hits you with the knife for 3 hit points of damage.
Alright.
And it burns as it cuts you, more than just normal pain. There's a burning sensation going into your
Being outnumbered
bloodstream.
wasn't enough.
Roll your save versus poison.
Okay, then. So that is above or below the number?
You want to roll above that number.
All right,
that
then.
number or above.
You
So
get
that's
side to
gotta
roll.
roll a
D20.
13.
Oh no, he knows to roll that.
14 of 13.
Good. All right, so you saved against poison.
Okay.
That's good. So you will be sick for a day or two, but you won't necessarily die or be paralyzed or whatever horrible thing would have
Yeah.
happened. But you will be feeling awful for about 2 days.
Okay.
First day will be fever and nausea and everything. The second day you'll just be recovering.
You have medicine.
All
hopefully
right.
heal.
Herschel lunges.
18.
That's a hit.
2D.
I always think of Sandlot.
3.
Yeah.
Sick
2d4.
anatomy.
Oh, 2d4?
Yeah, he's got a. Herschel has a bite.
4
Cool.
and 1.
All right. 5 hit points. Okay, chomps into his calf. He growls in pain at him.
Does that
Tries to
consider
pull it
the-
away.
Does that make the caveman grappled or anything? Does that impose a minus?
He's not holding on. He just bit him and pulled
Okay.
back. It's not a grapple.
It's not a grabbing.
No, not for that one.
You live by the tooth, you die by the tooth.
All right. Farhad, you're still picking up arrows. You're still trying to retrieve your horse. Moisha, you see the only thing going on is over on the edge of the tree, in the trees, is some skirmishing. You see River heading that way, bloody, with carrying knives, but also covered in blood. Karn is climbing down off his horse and pulling out his sword and slowly walking over towards where Torn seems, and Herschel and one of these primitive men are in the woods. They're a good 5 feet into the tree, into the undergrowth over there on your left. So you're barreling up. You're not going to be able to ride into the trees. What do? You see Gennaro over on the side with the horses. You see his horse has stopped bucking, but is limping badly, and is looking very angry. What do you do as you come riding up?
I'm gonna go towards Leon.
Okay.
I don't have animal handling, but I'm gonna be as calm as I can.
Roll your wisdom.
3.
Okay,
At
you already
16.
know as a warhorse,
He's not gonna.
you don't want to get anywhere near
Okay,
an
then I
injured,
won't do
angry
that.
warhorse.
Then
You've
I'll
got
go
enough
to
sense
Drenara.
to stay away. Okay.
I want to tend Leon's wounds, but I don't want to.
Yeah. So you go over to Drenara, and she looks at you. Are you okay? Are you okay?
We're okay. How can I help?
Help Torin. He needs help there. There's one fighting in the woods there.
Okay.
So,
So then I'll turn and.
okay. Are you
Head that
going to get
direction
off your
next.
horse, or you're not going to be able to ride your horse into the woods?
Yes, then I'll get
Okay,
off my
climb down. She takes the reins to your horse, and then you go running over with your longsword.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. We did your combat first, right, at the top
Yes,
of this round?
yes,
Okay,
top
so
round.
that's the end of round 13. Round 14. So bit him. He goes running into the undergrowth. Do you
I chase
pursue
him.
him? All right.
Ah!
All right.
Vengeance.
Take a swing at him.
No, I
What?
get caught for.
Okay, yeah,
I'm like, clank.
you're hacking branches again, chasing after him, hacking through. He's nimbly, he crouches and leaps, and he's almost monkey-like the way he's just leaping through the
Get caught
undergrowth
up.
here.
Put him in a bag.
Good thing this isn't an ant forest or dryad. You'd be in
So,
trouble.
but that means you chase him a good 30 feet into there, and so River, you see him go chasing in after him. Do you follow him? This is the east side of the woods.
Wait, is that the?
That's the bad side.
Yes, that's the bad side.
No.
Okay, so you stop
He
at the edge
turns
of the
around and
woods.
goes over to see what-
Go gather up more of your knives. Okay.
Gonna call after him?
Apparently not. Moisha, you see him go leaping into the woods. He's a good 30 feet out. He's out of sight completely. As soon as you go 10 feet, you're out of sight. Do you go in after him?
Herschel, come.
Okay, so Herschel was pursuing, but you're telling Herschel to come back?
Yes.
Okay, so Herschel turns around and goes back. You don't go in after?
No.
Okay. Karn comes stomping up to the woods and is standing there next to you, and he's breathing a little heavily. Do you think we should get him, or do you just call after him?
I've been betrayed
He's
by
talking to
everyone.
you.
We should go get him, but I was concerned about Herschel.
All right. Take care of the dog. He begrudgingly goes tromping into the woods, starts hacking his way in.
Well, there's a nice clean trail that he's been digging.
No, he's not doing it cleanly. It's very sporadic. All right, round 15. You're still chasing the guy. He's about 10 feet ahead of you, but you're keeping up with him pretty well as you hack things out of your way. You keep going? Keep going?
I probably realize I'm on the east side. Of the
Yeah, you
woods.
have no idea
No.
at this point.
Yeah.
All right, keep going. Hack away. You like he stops for a second and gives you a chance to catch up.
Oh, I'm gonna get that.
Monster comes up, eats him.
3.
All right, you hit a trunk. He just ducks
He just
under
dies down.
trunk, and this time he doesn't run. He lunges at you with his knife.
Okay.
Ooh, he hits hard.
Okay.
Luckily, it's just a knife. 3 hit points. Save versus poison again.
Again. All right.
Yep.
So
It's not poison. It's infection,
oh, okay.
gangrene and stuff, and just nastiness. Not a clean knife.
They're Korean knives.
8 of 13.
That's bad.
Okay.
All right. So you now have a bad stab infection in your left thigh.
Ah.
Stabbed you in the left thigh, and that is infected and is going to get worse. You're going to need
Alright.
treatment, or it could be very bad.
Okay.
All right. But you can still function, right? The consequences are you're pumped up on adrenaline. It's
Yes.
not stopping you. How many hit points do you have left?
I still got 12.
Yeah. So you're doing pretty well.
You can use my heal bot. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
So you're a good 40 feet into the woods here, And he goes running off again. Do you pursue him?
Not with a stabbed leg at that point.
You're not feeling it yet.
Oh, I'm not feeling
You're
it
not
yet?
really feeling it yet.
Adrenaline.
Yeah. You're pumped up. You're not feeling it yet.
Did he leave the knife or just pop him?
No, he just popped and
Okay.
ran. He went
Yeah.
stab and ran.
Probably gonna pursue him.
All right, because he's still chewing away. This whole time he's chewing away.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to digest while you're fighting and running.
Yeah.
Especially when it's not.
But he's not letting that hunk of meat go. He fought hard for it.
You think someone would have yelled out after for him by now? Thanks,
I don't
guys.
understand.
You have a higher wisdom.
Yeah, if they go far enough, yeah, they will.
So-
Definitely. All right, so get another swing at him.
15. So minus 3, 12.
You just like trim a little
He's
bit
not
of the
efficient.
fur on his fur
Yeah.
fur outfit. You don't quite get him. Cut a few vines and stuff hanging down, but or not vines, but moss and stuff hanging
Yeah.
down. And you're right behind him though. You're right on his tail, and he isn't. It doesn't stop to fight. He's like trying to get away again, so he kind of pulls ahead a little bit, and he seems to have found a little break in the woods here, and so you're both making a lot more progress. So you move a good 60 feet more into the woods. So now you're 100 feet into the woods.
All
So
right.
you've changed direction several
What about
times.
Karn? Is Karn?
Karn's he's stomping in slowly, chopping a clear path.
He's in a hurry.
He's not hurrying. He's hacking a clear path his size into the woods. He is only about 15 feet
He
in.
wants to know he has a good escape.
He's been the farthest in so far. So, all right.
And he ran back very quickly.
Yeah.
Farhad
So
knows
you've
that.
got Herschel. Herschel's okay.
I've got Herschel. Herschel, stay with Drenara.
He was collecting arrows
Herschel
'cause he didn't know
barks
they
and
were
goes
dangerous.
running
yeah.
over to Drenara and looks protective.
And
Yeah, that does
I
seem like he's something all over
will
the place.
sheathe my
He's collecting
sword,
arrows and watching.
grab an axe to
Trying
go
get my
help.
pony.
Okay, grab an axe.
Yeah.
Good. And then go charging in and help Karn
Yeah.
charge through. Okay, River.
I don't have a lot of hit points, so I'm
Yeah.
not going in the woods.
You're soft and
I'm-
squishy, right?
So yeah, I'm just gonna stay over with Janera.
Janera, great. Yeah, keep
Look
Janera safe.
for
She's everything matters about
something
Janera.
that I know
You're still
probably
picking up arrows.
Okay.
It takes a while.
I only get 4 arrows out of the 8.
Yeah, but you got to go search for all of them. So
Well,
yeah,
I'm not-
it takes a
I'm
while.
not
He's
No, I
picking
know.
up, he's
Yeah,
picking up arrows and chuckling at Talk trying to catch his pony.
yeah.
Come on, dude. You do it.
And of course, it's always
Oh, no,
just
oh,
as you get
oh,
close,
oh,
and then it runs along. You know.
Oh no! No!
You're hearing and you're seeing creatures arriving on the east side of the woods. In fact, one of the bodies that was laying there near the woods, something snatched and pulled, dragged into the woods, and you can hear it being rending apart. So the bodies are attracting attention. Meanwhile,
I am yelling out a word.
round 17.
Yeah.
Chum in the water.
He is slower than you, so actually the clearer path made it easier for you to catch up to him because you're twice as fast as him. So you're right on him. He stops to fight you, but it's your attack.
Come on.
Nat 20, nat 20.
But this is after you move,
Yeah.
and then he stops.
9 minus 3, 6.
Okay, you totally miss. You thunk into another tree trunk, and like almost embed it. You barely pull it as he stabs at you with his dirty knife.
You might want to switch with that.
What's your armor class again?
I have an armor class of 8. No
Okay.
dex bonuses.
Or switch. Dice.
He narrowly misses
Try
you.
that.
Just narrowly misses you. And you barely pull your weapon out of the thing, and he finally goes, swallows the last of the chewy horse. It's your turn.
Swing!
Round 13. Or sorry,
18.
18, thank you.
Alright then. 12 minus. 12 minus 3, so 9.
Okay, you totally miss him. He easily leaps to the side and lunges at you with the knife again.
Taking
He
his sword
totally
from a
misses
knife
and actually sticks into the tree trunk that you had just stuck into before and leaves his knife
Yeah.
and leaps into the woods directly. Not the path, but into the woods. You go after him?
knife.
Can I see where he went?
Oh yeah, you can totally see him. Again, he's half your speed. It's just he's nimble in the undergrowth. But you're not a big guy either, so he's just barely 5 feet.
All right, then.
You
Yeah.
go after him?
Yep.
All right. Round
Good
14.
man.
Yep. Thank you. What'd you get?
3.
Okay, you hack off a bunch of tree limbs, still miss him. At this point, he's just trying to get away from you, but you're faster than him. He's more nimble.
Yeah.
You're faster, so it pretty much stays the same. You're going all over the place.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep track here. So 130. So now you're 160 feet into the woods, somewhere in various directions.
Yeah. You have no idea at this point.
Moisha and Karn, you've hacked your way in about 40 feet.
Is anyone even going to yell for me?
I yelled that we've
Well,
got
they
a
can
company of
see
monsters
you're
coming.
leaving a really clear trail with all your hacks. It's just they can't fit through what you guys have been fitting through.
Yes,
Karn's
but
too
no one's
big.
going to say anything.
Well, he asked us, should we just stand here and call for him, or should we go after him? And
Yeah, but still,
they
no
decided,
one's gonna say
apparently not. Apparently, they can hear
both,
you.
you know.
They can hear you go, no, yeah, come here, yeah. Everybody,
You can only do
they
one.
can hear you still going at it, so they know you're alive.
Yeah.
And you're kind of zigzagging and all over the place. All right, round 20. Still hot on his trail.
Oh.
Fresh dice. All the dice
On the
taken.
15, on the 15th. 7.
Okay. This time he leaps to the side and he grabs onto a tree branch and jumps up on a tree branch, and within a few moves is 10 feet above you. Roll your dex check.
Okay. 12 of 13.
You teeter on the brink of a chasm that just suddenly drops below you, and you can see it glowing down below, a couple 100 feet down below. You feel this wave of heat come up at you, and you're like teetering on the brink, almost fell in.
Ah, shoot lava birds.
Pull back. You just see there's just a glow down there, several 100 feet down into the earth. You can't see any details other than that, just this heat and smell. And he's up about 10 feet above you on the tree branch, looking down at you. You climb up after him.
How close is the foliage around here?
It's still very dense. It's wilted all around this
you
edge
get the
here,
tree
so
down?
it's softer.
No,
It's
I
a thick tree.
can't use a sling in this condition then. No, I'm kind of realized just how far in I've gotten.
Uh-huh.
And what side you've gotten on?
Yeah. So I'm going to start tactically backing up without,
Okay.
my eye on you.
Okay.
As I start backing up to the...
You back up about 5 feet and you hear a behind you.
This is one of those things where you slowly...
What fresh horror is this?
You look about 5 more feet back, crouched low, but clearly large. It looks like a really big head of a black cat with yellow eyes, with 6 legs.
You're dead. I was actually on you.
And we're going to leave it there.
Thanks.
Come back again next
No one's
Sunday.
even going to say anything?
Yes, goodbye.
6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Time. Twitch.tv/RPG Research. You, audience member, can make things happen. If you spend your hero points, you might be able to make things either go better or worse. It's up to you. Either in maybe you could help out here. Because those of you who know what I just described know
You're doomed.
this is bad. This
Yeah.
is very bad.
If everybody else was with you, maybe, but by yourself, you're
It's going to be...
You're lunch meat.
So hopefully the audience can save you. Or maybe you'll get lucky. Because you've been great with the luck
could
on
be
the
a friendly
rolls.
one.
It could be. Could be. Maybe it decides he's tastier than you.
Maybe it realizes you're infected.
Yeah, yeah.
It smells that you're
So
infected. and-
we'll have to
and,
see what
make it
happens.
sick.
Because they're still way behind. It's going to be a long time before they can find
Oh, he's
you.
in there. Let's just mosey along ambly. Let's not say anything and remind him where
Well,
he's at.
they're trying to make a clear path.
No, it's more like no one's like,
Yeah.
Torrid, stop that and come back because I'm not going to do that.
Well, they're both just like, yeah. As she did, they were tempted to just turn and go at your foolish choice to run it from their perspective.
Yeah.
It was totally in character. I think it was great that you did this.
Yeah, I was gonna keep doing
Totally
this. I'm like,
appropriate.
If you survive,
knock me
Totally appropriate to your character in the situation. It was awesome. But for their characters, they're going to be like, oh, there goes that stupid kid running into the woods without any thought for the consequences. Oh, I guess we better go get him, but we're not gonna kill ourselves trying to, chase him.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, Tort, come back. It's like,
It's okay.
Yeah.
Next week we'll rescue you, and you'll die of infection 3 days.
no, we should have enough medical stuff that I can.
So,
Yeah.
dear audience member, check out mistheroes.com. Go to audience interaction. If you've been saving up hero points, or if you're a donor, or you want to become a donor, you can maybe help save them. Take a look at the options there. We'll see. See you next week. Wherever you be,
right.
be well. Happy gaming. Namarie.
Dream well.
Good kid, Kitty.
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
Going Vanilla.
Think twice before going adventuring.
Maybe 3 times.
Beware of the geese.
Have a good night.
Good night.